Our accountants on the side, racking up the budget. Let's see.
Right,
Let's dig in.
Oh, wow.
영국 런던에서 네로라는 이름난 청년 셰프들이 전 세계 유튜브 시청자들의 눈과 귀를 사로잡을 역대급 도전에 나섰습니다. 이들이 내건 조건은 단돈 30파운드, 우리 돈으로 약 6만 원 남짓한 초저 예산인데요. 이 금액으로 무려 한국 뷔페에 필적하는 풍성하고 다채로운 한식 메뉴들을 줄줄이 만들어내겠다는 겁니다. 단돈 80펜스짜리 무와 12펜스짜리 당근을 썰며 1분 1초가 아까운 짠내나는 요리 전투를 시작한 셰프들. 과연 이들은 지독한 예산 압박을 이겨내고 영국인들의 입맛을 단번에 사로잡을 기적의 가성비 K푸드 한 상을 무사히 완성할 수 있을까요? 지금부터 함께 살펴보시죠.
We're going to stretch things. So we're going to do a lot of veg prep to start. I'm going to make an omelette for some gimbap later, as well as some pickles for gimbap, and then to go with some fried chicken. And to go with some other dishes, and you're going to stir fry that massive colander of shredded spring greens with garlic, sesame and salt. A bit of garlic prep. Tablespoon of that in the pan, cook it down till it's nice and soft.
Lovely.
Cooked spring greens will go across many different dishes. You'll see a lot of that. Processes that we can share amongst many dishes. Really cheap vinegar and some sugar to make a pickle.
Okay.
Not nice, lovely rice vinegar with all that flavour, just distilled vinegar. I'm going to pour it over 3 different vegetable preparations. Between these 4 containers, I have 1 large mouli, or daikon radish, and 2 large carrots.
Daikon, 80 pence. 2 large carrots, 12 pence.
I'm going to make a really quick plain omelette, a flat omelette, okay? So this flat omelette will then be allowed to cool and cut into ribbons to go along with this ribboned, pickled vegetable inside gimbap, rice paper rolls. Gim, G-I-M, being seaweed, and bap being
Rice.
rice. So 2 eggs into a pan with oil, looking for flat cooked egg. So I've got plain omelette, it's going to flip it, take it out and cut it up. Because it needs to hold up, it needs to be not bouncy, just we're looking for something with a bit of texture. So this is being used as a protein source in a vegetarian rice roll. Talking about rice, a lot of this menu will be based around 1 kilo of rice that I cooked earlier.
At £2.10?
At £2.10, so quite a lot of the budget.
Yeah.
Turns into a lot of cooked rice.
Okay, decent.
Right? And in Korea, they rely a lot on rice.
That is a bang load of bap.
Bang load of bap. For the gimbap, we have nori, omelette, pickled veg, and I'm going to season up some rice with a touch of vinegar, and lots of sesame. Another thing that South Koreans rely on heavily is sesame. Beautiful the way they use it.
So you're saying you got cheapest rice you could get, sushi rice you could get. Yeah. Is that the same for everything here, or did you go for like one shop?
So I had the luxury of time when planning this. So some things were just from generic supermarket, the cheapest of the cheap. Other items such as the Korean rice cakes here for the...
That's what they are.
I thought that we were going to be able to clean our faces with them later. Yeah, they were going to expand out and...
That's tteokbokki, so Korean rice cakes. I went for the cheapest one. It was ambient, so they're being rehydrated in a bit of water before we cook them later.
Tteokbokki.
Tteokbokki.
Tteokbokki. Tteokbokki.
The problem is, I'm correcting you, they're going to correct me.
Yeah.
That's how this works.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. Those.
£2.50.
£2.50, lovely. So it's sticky rice that's fully cooked and then mashed into a paste, then extruded or pushed through a thin die into little sausages that's then dried. And then you rehydrate them in water and then cook them in a sauce or stir fry them. Ah. And it's traditionally served as street food, how I'm going to do it.
Now, Kush, when you were planning how this was all going to happen, how far along the process did you think you would be by the time Mike had finished stir-frying those greens? Because he's still going.
I hadn't really thought about it. It's nice to not have to cook with any form of time pressure because the food will be done when it's done without having to rush. So I'm just going to cut the omelette up into similar size. So imagine these will go quite nicely down the centre of the rolls, right? So ideally, I'd leave these pickles overnight, but just want to show what can be done in a short amount of time. Next were proteins. So £30, that's all I've spent on proteins.
So So pork shoulder
Pork shoulder
We need
and
cost check here.
chicken wings.
and chicken wings.
Pork shoulder, £4.50.
Yeah, for a kilo.
I thought that'd be more expensive than
Yeah,
that.
pork shoulder has dropped in price as pork belly, everything, gourmet sausages has gone up. A sausage meat, the cheapest sausage meat, is £6.50 a kilo I can find. Yeah, a whole lump of shoulder.
And your chicken wings, you got a kilo there for £2.30.
Yeah, again, they're bottom of the barrel, simple chicken wings. We're going to deep fry them later using some juice out of a kimchi bag as a marinade. Some gochujang, some soy, some garlic and flour. Really simple style Korean fried chicken. And the sauce that goes over them will be the similar generic sauce that will go on all the other dishes. So this pork shoulder is going to go into 3 dishes. We're going to do bo sam, so bo being pork and sam being rolls. So steamed pork with kimchi lettuce wrap rolls. We're going to do bulgogi, so marinated, thinly sliced, charred with the blowtorch that's upstairs. Then all the trimmings we're going to mince up, and that's going to go on top of a bibimbap with some mushrooms. Right, Mike, gimbap.
Yes.
Relying on the pickle, the sesame in the rice, and some omelette.
Omelette.
Okay, so I'm going to get the pork for the wraps ready. I've got garlic, sesame oil,
Right.
and really inexpensive soy sauce.
Yeah, this is something that, again, I think I do quite a lot at home. That mix, you never go wrong with.
Yeah. So I'm going to put the pork in. There's enough seasoning in there, a bit of water from the kettle, and just cook it so it's just cooked through. Once it's firm to the touch, I'm not looking for pink, I'm going to slice it across the grain. They've got lovely, really fatty bits of pork that will wrap up with pickles, kimchi, lettuce, some raw garlic and chilies possibly. So this pork's going to go to the back and just simmer. Yeah, okay. Brave, pull back, brave, tuck, flip and tuck, and then push and tuck. And just pressure, 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 and hopefully it holds together. There you go, done. Lovely, perfect.
Great. Okay.
One more of those.
One
please,
more of
Mike.
those.
And obviously, we've given you like a big budget restriction of £30 to make as many dishes as you can.
Which is ridiculous.
If you didn't have that budget restriction and that you were therefore buying, a higher quality soy sauce, high quality pork shoulder, a sushi rice of your choosing, what percentage better would the dishes end up being?
So better soy would make a big difference, I think, because it's going to go in everything, and good soy, you can really taste the difference. Gochujang does get better as you double in price. So that, but you double it in price, you'll start to taste more nuance and more actual flavour coming through, and there'll be a bit of fish going through it, more garlic, rather than just sugar and red pepper powder, which most of this stuff's made with. A lot of wheat goes into the cheaper stuff. So I'd say for the novice home cook, maybe 30% better. But if you started going into buying things like perilla leaf to go into the wraps, the sesame leaf and things like that, then you really elevate it. Right. Really good quality beef possibly, and do a little barbecue. The price, you could go as far as you want really. But I think £30, a lot of rice and a lot of veggies will go quite far.
단돈 6만 원이라는 말도 안 되는 예산으로 김밥과 불고기, 보쌈, 떡볶이는 물론 바삭한 파전과 상큼한 봄동 비빔밥에 K푸드의 자존심, 양념치킨까지 영국 셰프들의 손끝에서 탄생한 한 상은 그야말로 입이 떡 벌어지는 기적 그 자체였습니다. 이번 도전이 완벽하게 성공할 수 있었던 비결은 바로 한식만이 가진 미친 가성비 덕분인데요. 고기와 채소의 황금 비율을 활용해 식재료를 남김없이 사용한 한국식 조리법은 적은 비용으로도 상다리가 부러질 듯한 푸짐한 만찬을 차려낼 수 있다는 걸 증명해 보인 것이죠. 더 놀라운 건 이 모든 메뉴가 단순히 배를 채우는 음식을 넘어 몸에 좋은 신선한 채소와 단백질이 완벽한 조화를 이루는 영양 만점 건강식이라는 점입니다. 절임 채소와 봄동을 가득 넣어 영양을 챙기고 기름기를 쏙 뺀 보쌈으로 담백한 맛을 더해 전 세계인들이 왜 그토록 K푸드에 열광하는지 그 이유를 확실하게 보여주었거든요. 저렴한 예산으로 맛과 건강 그리고 푸짐함까지 모두 잡은 영리하고 위대한 한식. 오늘 전해드린 이야기 여러분께서는 어떻게 보셨나요? 영상이 흥미로우셨다면 구독과 좋아요, 알림 설정까지 부탁드립니다. 소중한 시간 내어 끝까지 함께 해주신 구독자 여러분 진심으로 감사드립니다. 다음에도 더 유익하고 재밌는 소식으로 찾아뵙겠습니다.